What's up? Roblox play was good. It was like 120% overnight. So I thought I'd break it down because it has a lot of stuff we could learn from it. Um, the first being the why we decided to get in it. So if you're using alerts, those are pretty helpful. Obviously, as a starting point before today, you see a couple Roblox alerts for activity. But the way that I did this one, we have a site. Yeet made it. It's called spotrambo.com. And the reason why we set up this site is because there's no place to track non-earnings events like investors days, analyst days, conferences, that sort of thing. So we saw Roblox had Investor Day coming today. Immediately thought that could be a good buy opportunity for a strong stock. Um, so what we do is we put whale bets, like we cross-reference it for unusual whales alerts, unusual options activity. We tell you CEOs there, Investor Day. I saw it was going to be today. Yesterday, I saw it was going to be today. And so I thought to myself, I should take a look at the flow, see if I see anything huge. So I went over to the flow yesterday, and obviously, even though it started the day down, and even by midday it was down a few percent, I believe, it had incredible flow, 75%. And then you look here, and I mean, it just ends the day green. This is all yesterday. I set it for yesterday to show you what the thought process was. And then if I want to look for some big buys, like over 250,000, so these all came through yesterday. In the morning, and toward the end of the day. So we see big buys, we see good flow, we see an event coming. So we're thinking, okay, this is obviously something I need to. If you're gonna get in a fucking play, if not now, then when? So going over the chart really quick because what you want to see is how the technicals are, right? So you know if it's a good entry, you know when to sell. So I'm gonna start here on the daily. Draw some super quick support and resistance lines that are going to be a little messy, but I'm just trying to show you something. Sometimes I'll look for where a bottom and a top meet. And I'll make a support line from that just because it's obviously important. But, do you? If you don't want to do that, it's fine. So I think this is enough for us right now. That's around the price action. This candle, you're actually going to ignore because this is all Monday and prior. This is today, so we're pretending that didn't happen because we're going back in time. All right, so I've got my daily. Next thing I'm going to do, if you remember from the tutorial, is I'm now going to go to my hourly. Again, we're going to ignore this stuff for right now. This is all Tuesday. But so on Monday, I looked at this to see what the trend action was like. Bink, right here. Bink, right here. That was our trend. This is Tuesday pre-market. So we see this level kind of going up and down. Start the day down, but we've got our support line here. So we weren't too worried because the trend didn't get broken. It didn't close beneath it. So now we get to where the event is. This is where the event happened today. Now we're from talking about what we were thinking yesterday, and we're into today. So the event happens today. We get a huge rocket. Everything worked out. We saw the flow. We saw the event. We saw the big buy orders. We knew shit was going down. All right, it was obvious. But what someone asked, which is a really good question, is how do you know when to sell at all-time highs? So obviously, one answer is big round numbers. So in this case, it would have been 115, 120. But there's a better way. I'm stealing from my buddy who's a Yeet contributor, Make a Buck. You sell when the next candle on the 10 or 15 minute closes below the previous candle. So look here. This whole way up, none of these candles closed below the candle before it, right? So I'm holding that whole time. Now, once we get here, we see this red candle close beneath the previous red candle. So boom. That's where we sell. We don't overthink it. We don't overhold. We get out here at 116.7 after being in from 107. That's 10 points almost. That's 9 points. And that's when we exit the trade. I think it was at like 8.5% then. We've got 120%. Now we can go lose more money on Palantir. It's all good.